Good morning, children. Sairam. Children, this is the video in which we are having chapter Reflection of Light in Physics. And in this chapter, we will discuss about the convex mirrors. So let's start with the topics. Children, now I'm just explaining the rules for obtaining images for convex mirror. Earlier, you have learned about the rules for concave mirrors. Now you will be learning rules for obtaining images by convex mirror. There are 4 rules, and the first rule is the ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it appears to be coming from the focus. You can see here what we are having. We are having a convex mirror, and how the light is passing here. You can see we are having a line which is parallel to the principal axis. This is the parallel light ray. It is parallel to the principal axis, and as it is striking the mirror, convex mirror, then it is reflecting. But how it is appearing? That it is coming from focus. So this is our first rule. Second rule, the ray of light going towards the center of curvature of a convex mirror is reflected back along the same path. Now here again you can see we are having a convex mirror, and the ray which is falling on this convex mirror, it is going straight. How it is going? It is going towards the center of curvature, and after reflection what will happen? It is going towards the center of curvature, and after reflection it reflects back along the same path. The third rule is the ray of light going towards the focus after reflection becomes parallel to the principal axis. Now this is the opposite of first rule. You can see here the ray is going towards the focus. It is going towards the focus, and as it is striking the convex mirror, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it becomes parallel to the principal axis. Now the rule 4, the ray of light which is incident at the pole of convex mirror is reflected back making the same angle with the principal axis. Now it is clear with the diagram that the ray is incidenting on pole, and it is making angle I. Which angle it is making? It is making angle I. After reflection, when it is going back, then it is making same angle, angle R, and in this case angle I is equals to angle R. So children, these are the 4 rules with the help of which we can draw the ray diagrams for convex mirror. Now we are having the formation of image by convex mirror. I am just starting with the case when an object is placed between pole and infinity. You can see this diagram here, ray diagram here, and in this diagram you can see I have taken this as an object. This is our convex mirror, and now I am incidenting 2 different rays on this convex mirror. How? I am telling you. So the first ray which I am incidenting here, the first ray is parallel to the principal axis, and as we have learned from the first rule, whenever the ray is parallel to the principal axis, it reflects back. How? Like it is moving, coming from focus. So this will be according to our first rule. This is our first reflected ray. Okay. Now I am showing you the second ray. Now you have seen the second law. In second law you have seen that the ray of light which is going towards the center of curvature. Then after reflection it comes back along the same path. So this is our second reflected ray. So these two rays are not meeting actually. So what we are doing, when we are producing with dotted line, if we are showing these two rays, they are appearing to meet at this point. At this point this is meeting, and we will be having our image at this point. So image is forming here. Now if we are comparing these two things, if we are comparing the object and the image, we can see the nature. The nature of image is how it is looking: erect and virtual and erect. So the nature is virtual and erect. Now size. What will be the size of image? It is clearly visible that the image size is smaller than the object. So size will be diminished. Size will be diminished. Now which thing is remaining after nature and size? Position. Next is position. So how to find out the position? Where the image is forming? It is forming behind the mirror. And between which two points? It is our pole and it is our focus. So it is forming between P and F. Behind the mirror, between P and F. This you can write down. So I am showing you the same thing here. Nature will be virtual and erect, size will be diminished, and position will be behind the mirror. And if you want to write down the points, you can write down between pole and focus. Now children, if I am asking you, can you distinguish between plane mirror, concave mirror and convex mirror without touching them? Can you distinguish between them? So I am telling you one method by which you can find out whether the mirror is plane, concave or convex without touching them. So for concave mirror is having characteristic that whenever it is forming image, the image is always of same size. For concave mirror form magnified image, means the images which are forming by concave mirror, they are having larger size. Convex mirror always form diminished image, means smaller size images. So by seeing the images size, you can find out whether the mirror is plane, concave or convex. Now uses of convex mirror. Uses of convex mirror. Convex mirror is used in rear view mirrors in vehicles to see traffic at the back side, and it is also used as shop security mirrors. Children, one question is asked many times in exam: why do we use convex mirror as rear view mirror? Why don't we use concave mirror for this purpose? So I am giving you answer for the same question. Convex mirror is used as a rear view mirror in vehicles. We cannot use concave mirror as a rear view mirror because it produces inverted images of distant objects. Means if you are using concave mirror, then suppose this is the figure of the vehicle which you want to see, but when you are seeing this image, through the concave mirror, it will appear like this, means the inverted image will be seen. So this type of image will be seen. So it will be a funny type of thing if you are using concave mirror. Here you can see it is convex mirror. What type of mirror it is? Convex. And when we are using convex mirror, it is rear view mirror. And we can see all these traffic or vehicles which are running backside. Now, after all these things, I'm giving you home assignment, children. Questions are: question number 1 is, which type of mirror is used as a rear view mirror in vehicles? Question number 2 is, which mirror produces a magnified image? Question number 3 is, give two uses of convex mirrors. And the last question is, how can you distinguish between a plain, concave and convex mirror without touching it? So in this way, I'm just finishing this video. Thank you, Saira.